Good morning guys and welcome back to another video. As you can see, I'm still here in Denmark, and in the last videos you saw me on the Futurefly foil board a couple of times, and today we're gonna test out the first Futurefly slalom board. So yeah, Anon sent me one of the slalom boards and I'm really excited to try it out today, as it's my first time riding on a Futurefly slalom board. And yeah guys, on the event, the last video you saw, the waters, on the last reach I actually made a big crash where I kind of hurt my foot. Couldn't go out on the water for 1 week, but it wasn't so bad because we didn't have any wind anyway. But yeah, now the wind looks like it's back for the last week that I'm here before I'm heading off to the real trip over in Macum. But yeah, after the waters I decided to stay for another week because some friends and my sister actually arrived here, so it was kind of a good opportunity to do a little bit of holiday. So, as you can see, I have the car full of stuff, and I think here we got the new board. These are always the most fun days when you get to test new stuff. Here we go. I always love with these that those come in this white sheet. It looks kind of nice. I don't know, I like it. So we're unboxing here because I also have a new fin, and as you know, with new boards and new fins, they don't always fit perfectly from the get-go, so I want to make sure that the fin fits inside before we go to the surf spot. And yeah, that's why I'm unboxing it here, and it's a nice place to unbox. Ooh, brand new board. This is always the best feeling to unwrap the new board. Okay, so the deal was that the 22 boards when I came to the team were actually mostly sold out in the slalom sizes. So this is one of the few sizes that was left, and it's a 122 liter or a 70 wide board, which is a size that I usually don't really sail so much because I like the big board, the 85 wide, and then I go for the medium board, which is usually like 70 wide. So I've never actually owned a 75 board, but to test it out, it's going to be a lot of fun to see this size, like what is the use case for me. So yeah, that's going to be the fun part, to test out a completely new size, because it's not just the same board from a different brand, but it's a completely new size for me as well. And for this board, it's 75 wide. I got also a brand new fin by Fine Fin. So let me see now if this one fits in the box, because then we're basically ready to go. But oh yeah, I have to mount the foot straps. Alright, so this is the fin. Thank you Lutz for sending me this one on short notice. Yeah, it's really nice if you have your fin guy and you can just call him and get your custom fin in the right size. It's a 40 centimeter, which I think will be good for this size. Now let's see if it fits in the box, because every board has a little bit different width of a fin box, so the fins don't always fit. So the fin guys have to build like the fins the largest they can, because you can always send them down, but it's more shit if you have to fill them back up. Please, please, please. Looks good. This is the best thing if you don't have to sand down the fin, so I'm really happy I don't have to do this now, because this one fits perfectly. This is the brand new model by Fine Fin. As you can see here, this edge, the trailing edge, is very sharp, which is very good for riding. And it's the 2.0 version, and what we did on the 2.0 is make it a little bit thinner. And what you do have with a thinner fin is you have less power, obviously, because the thicker the fin, the more power it will develop. But also the top speed will be better with this one. So I actually like this one better for speed surfing. But for the lightest wind, I wouldn't recommend to take a very thin fin, because then you're lacking a little bit of power. So we also have the double plug system on this board, which is really nice because the foot straps cannot twist if you have two screws in each side of the foot strap. But obviously the disadvantage is that it takes a lot longer to put the foot straps on the board. And yeah, a lot of you guys ask me always where I put the foot straps. So on this board you have two options, on the front and back. And on the back I go all the way to the back, and in the front I go all the way to the front basically. And I do this on most boards because I just like the control that gives me. I can really push on the back foot and lift the board and let it fly, but I can also push down on the front foot and keep the control while I do that. So that's why I keep this stance, and I like this on pretty much all the boards. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it, and halfway done. Okay, we just got to the spot, and it's, I have to say, not looking particularly windy at the moment. And yeah, usually I would use the 85 wide board, so using the 75 wide now is going to be interesting. I'm going to pair it up with a 7/9 sail, and yeah, just slowly rig up, and hopefully the wind will increase a little bit, because for the moment it's like 10-11 knots maybe, so it's not the most. But yeah, I don't want to go foiling today. I want to go on the fin and test this board. So let's rig up. And yes, there's still like this little bit of cloud, like fog layer. Maybe if that disappears, the wind will actually come through, because usually that's why the wind is not really coming through, but there's actually some people already planing, so should be okay. Whose board is this? Hallo Schwesterherz.
Hi. Na?
Schön, dass wir mal wieder zusammen surfen gehen. Ich spreche mal mit dir auf Deutsch, weil Englisch ist irgendwie
English
weird.
is not the yellow of the egg, yeah?
Your English is not the yellow from the egg. I just said, dieses Board sieht super schön und neu aus und dieses nicht.
It's really great. Shut up. Do you have an Imbusschlüssel? I have an Imbusschlüssel.
You have an Imbusschlüssel? I need a... Oh, you're using one of my fins.
Okay. The biting beast.
Yeah, we're still waiting for a little bit more wind. Should come, hopefully. Stell dich mal drauf. Jetzt fährst du, machst das Segel auf, weil du ja downwind gehst. Gehst ein bisschen in die Knie und dann nicht den Druck vom Segel hast, dann kippt das Brett hinten zu sehr rein ins Wasser. Also du machst zu viel Drag. Deswegen musst du eigentlich mit dem vorderen, also mit dem hinteren weiter nach vorne gehen. Du willst dein Gewicht weiter nach vorne übers Brett bringen in der Halse.
Und dann shift ich mich so nach vorne.
So, dann geht es weiter downwind. Und jetzt gehst du mit dem Fuß aus der Schlaufe.
Und was mache ich mit meinen Armen? Jetzt stehe ich ja noch so.
Und während du das machst, machst du den hinteren Arm auf und dann fällt es dich wieder reinfallen ins Segel.
Oh Gott, ich falle hier gleich runter.
Was man versucht, ist die Hand schon weiter nach vorne zu bringen, zu halten, weil du dann versuchst möglichst Druck hier zu halten. Ein bisschen weiter greifen ist auch ein guter Druck für die Haltung. Ein bisschen weiter greifen und den nach vorne bringst. Und dann zum Shiften, wenn du weiter vorne hast, ist der Shift ja viel einfacher.
Ja.
So that was the first test of the 122 Futurefly Dark Horse Slalom board. And yeah, what a session. Actually, it was from 2 sessions, because the last footage you saw was from the next day, where I was on 7.0 and not on 7.8, and it was a lot windier, so that was a whole lot of fun. And there I was really powered. The first session was a little bit meh, was not so windy, was just barely enough to get going with 7.8. And yeah, actually I really enjoyed the size, because the 75 is like, it feels like a medium board, but with a little bit more power. And I don't think the top speed is far off, because I also did 33.5 knots on this board with a 7.0 on the second day. And yeah, lovely holiday here, and I can't wait to test the other boards, but first impression is really good, so I'm happy, and can't wait for the 2024 boards, which are already in production, so that's gonna be exciting. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate if you became part of the community. Yeah, I got a couple more videos that I did here in Denmark, and it was a really nice little vacation. Now I'm going over tomorrow to Holland, to the Real Trip event. I hope we get some wind there. It doesn't look too promising, but for sure we're gonna have some fun, and I'm gonna meet some of you guys. So see you there, and see you next time, guys. Bye.